Hey, it's Mark with Mark's Virtual Real Estate Channel, and I'm back with another Upland video. Upland is a virtual real estate world where you can buy, flip, rent, build, do all kinds of fun stuff, even buy cars now. And I actually bought a car last week, and I still have not got it yet. So hopefully it comes here soon. I should actually check my assets right now that we're talking about that. But love the likes, love the comments, love all the shares, and see new subscribers. And today I'm talking about an interesting movie I saw that had something to do with a neighborhood in Upland where I bought a lot of properties, and I wanted to see if my properties look like they do in the movie, because they don't look very good in the movie. It was pretty crazy. All right, so we'll do that in just a second here. But first, I want to see if I have my car yet. No car yet. Okay, well hopefully my car comes soon, because I paid for my car, and they said I want a car. But I don't have my car yet. I was going to do a video on cars too, but I want to get my car first before I do that. All right, so the movie I saw was, let me see here. Oh, if I could type. Oh, let's see here. We could get a few different things. There we go. The movie Barbarian, which is a crazy movie about a vacation rental in Detroit. And so I'm a real life real estate investor as well. I have flips, I have rentals, I have one out-of-state property in Cleveland. I hate it, it's horrible. And this movie was interesting because it was about a vacation rental in Detroit where this lady, I think that was her, went to stay there for a work interview. And it was one really nice house in an absolutely horrible neighborhood. And it's pretty weird and nasty movie. And another guy comes and the lady ends up trying to murder everybody, and it's pretty strange. But what got my attention were the houses around it, and I'm trying to see if there's any pictures of the actual neighborhood. And what caught my attention, there's the house, was trying to see if I can find it. Oh, I don't see any of them. Well, anyway, there's the one house, and it was real nice. The other houses were literally burned down, destroyed, and horrible. And so it turns out this neighborhood is Brightmoor, which is in Detroit in a collection in Upland. So I'm like, oh, that's interesting. I kept hearing the name Brightmoor. They're like, you stayed in Brightmoor? Oh my God. And here's Brightmoor in Upland. And I've had, at one point, probably 20-some properties here in Brightmoor. So I was like, is this neighborhood really the same? And then I saw another like TikTok video or something about somebody buying properties in Detroit and in certain neighborhoods, and it looked the same way, like burned out, gutted houses, just horrible. And I think that was in Brightmoor too. So I wanted to do an interesting video and just see if my houses look like that as well. And actually, we'll just check this out and see what Google shows us, because I was real curious. Oh, I should be selling some of these as well. Actually, let's see what the Brightmoor prices are. Because I've sold most of them, but I have no problem selling more because I'm not too interested in that neighborhood. The floor is at 8,100. Okay, so if I bought this at 89, I can just sell it for 99, maybe make a teensy bit of money and go from there. But I wanted to see what this looks like, if it's as crazy looking. Oh, that's not crazy. Well, hold on. That's crazy looking. This one isn't too bad. There's a car there. That one, well, it's not quite as bad as the movie here. Ooh, but look at that. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of like how every house in the movie looked except for one. And so that one's okay, lived in. But man, they are some interesting looking houses here. You can't even see that one. Is there a house there? We don't know. Maybe there's a house back there. Is that yellow? We can't really tell for sure. So, boy, that's interesting. I wonder why Upland chose... Oh, I don't know what's going on here. My street is real weird. There's another one hiding back there. This neighborhood for houses, but that's crazy. Okay. And these are just gone. Did they just tear down a bunch of them? I'm guessing that's what happened. All right, so let's see what happened here to my other houses in Brightmoor. But usually the neighborhoods they choose as collections, right, are decent, some significance. So maybe they chose the significance of this one as how horrible it is. I don't know. Oh, that one's not bad either. Okay. It's being lived in. Nope, there's a boarded up one. Nobody living there. That one, maybe not being... Oh, the yard is okay. Another one totally overgrown. Oh, that one we don't get to see. Wonder why they blocked that one out. And then if we go down the street here just a little bit, is that boarded up too? That one's okay. Oh, look, boarded up, no trespassing. That one's okay. Wow, that's crazy. So it definitely looked worse in the movie, or maybe there's a street that's worse. But here, what are we seeing? About 50% of the houses are either boarded up or totally gone. And so far, I'm 2 for 2 in having nice houses in Brightmoor. Let's see what else we have. And this might be slightly useful in the future for future collections, knowing they don't always pick the best in most awesome neighborhoods. Sometimes they pick them randomly, which it seems is that. Oh, this is nothing. That's a vacant lot. Sometimes they choose them randomly, or maybe because they're just known in some way or fashion, maybe not in a good way, but in a bad way. And I'm not from Detroit, so maybe some people can tell me. Like, I had never heard the name Brightmoor before Upland, and then this movie. That's the only reason I kind of recognized. I'm like, they said Brightmoor, and it clicked in my head that was in Upland. So maybe people from Detroit can tell me if Brightmoor is like kind of a notorious neighborhood for having real ugly houses, and or not, or if it's just certain sections of Detroit like that. Because maybe that'll help us figure out, collections in the future. Maybe not. Sometimes they do random stuff, sometimes not. So 2 nice houses, 1 completely gone house, and then let's see what this one is. Oh, a big tree. Is there anything there? Detroit is very lush. All the vegetation. I'm in Colorado, where it is. People think it's like lush and snowy here all the time, and it's on the plains. It is not. It is actually a desert on the eastern plains of Colorado. So, like, if you had a vacant lot in Colorado, there would not be trees growing all over it. It would just pretty much be dirt and some weeds. So yeah, that house. Also, oh, there's an outhouse. I own an outhouse. Yes, there's an outhouse there. So there's an okay house. There's some okay ones. So I wonder if Detroit, I know Detroit the city had torn down a bunch of vacant houses that were, just because it's dangerous, right, to have vacant houses that could be burned or vandalized or kids playing in. So I'm guessing maybe it looks a little better because of that. Again, pure speculation. I really don't have any idea what I'm talking about. But do I have one more? Just one more? I haven't been looking at prices to see if I want to sell these either. We'll check this one out. And this one, $9,000. We'll sell it for $9,900 too. And I talked about this before. Even though I'm not making a ton on these properties, I can use that money, to make more money in an upcoming release or doing other stuff. So I'm fine breaking even, or sometimes losing on properties too, as I said in my last video. Another vacant one. Okay, look at that. Like, the entire block is vacant. That's crazy. One house. You've got one house with a gigantic yard because all your neighbors have had their houses torn down, I'm guessing. That's crazy. Yeah, I would love to get some insights from some of the viewers who might be in Detroit or know more about Detroit than I do. Because just look at that. There's so few houses there. And I mean, it's like there's a fence there, right? Like, it certainly looks like there used to be a house. And they just took over that yard, right? Hey, no, we'll just take over our neighbor's yard. Thank you very much for tearing that house down. Wow. And that whole fence. And maybe they're able to buy those lots too. That might be the case. I don't want to accuse random strangers of stealing their neighbor's lots when I really have no idea. Maybe they went through the proper channels and bought that land, or the city offered it to them at a special price and like, hey, there's another one. if you want to take over this vacant land, you can have it, or we'll give you a special deal. Interesting. So that's all I've got in Brightmoor, right? Yeah. Did I show that one? I think I did. Interesting. I wonder, maybe someone can tell me what like the very worst neighborhood in Detroit is for vacant houses, because I know there's a lot, obviously. Oh, these haven't even been bought yet. Let's see what more. This looks very similar to what we just saw, right? Vacant lots, I'm assuming, right? I could be wrong. There could have never been houses built here. But when you see just open areas like that and other houses fairly close together, it kind of gives you an idea. They're vacant lots. Boarded up. Wow. So, compared to the movie, in the TikTok I saw, this looks way better. But there could be like certain streets, I'm sure, where it just looks horrible. But they're just like, not just boarded up houses, but burned out, completely destroyed houses in Detroit. So I was just curious about that and thought I would film the video and see what it looks like. But we still have Detroit going good, and we'll be back with more videos here coming up soon. Love the likes, love the comments, love the shares. Talk to you soon.